My name's Helen and we have been doing a short video on the FACES project, and this video is about all the work that we do here, and I hope you enjoy it. What's FACES about? It's like
like family things, family problems, like.
FACES is basically a place where you can come if your attendance is really low.
It could be because there's difficulties at home or just difficulties with friends.
Basically, young people would have difficulty, say that they're getting maybe bullied at school, or there may be difficulty within the family.
If you're having mental health issues or just personal problems of your own.
The consequence usually it happens that they're either maybe coming in late or missing classes. They tend to get behind.
I wouldn't have really left my house before, and I never ever went into school.
My eldest daughter suffered with anxiety quite a lot and spent a lot of time out of school.
Messing up in school, causing fights, throwing things in classrooms.
Just any personal problems and all you have, you just come and help, the staff and all help you out.
They're all the same.
And just you can come here and get help to sort everything out.
Well, it's been short term as I've only been here a few weeks, but it's brilliant so far.
It's a very good project, and I can see a lot of fruit coming from it for the young people and the families I work with.
Actually, I work for an organisation called Ascert, and we're in partnership with FACES in a project called Engage. And Engage is really about working with families. We work with 4 projects, and FACES is one of them.
Extern's been going 30 years. It covers the whole of Ireland, north and south, and it works on both sides of the community. It looks after young people in the streets, homeless, alcoholics, recovering alcoholics, and it does a lot of family work. And one of the projects, the main project that I'm working on is, as a project worker, is FACES.
FACES stands for Family and Child Empowerment Services, which is about helping young people really develop to their full potential.
There's 2 project workers, and for the young people to be referred, nobody can come voluntary. Some young people have a social worker, some young people are referred by youth justice, and some young people are having difficulty with school, so they're referred by educational welfare officer.
I think it opens a lot of opportunities for young people. I think it offers a bridge from school life into social life. Perhaps in school life it's more academic, and I think it's very important for young people as part of their development is that they need to develop socially as well and develop a social confidence. I think social confidence is probably the most important qualification any young person can have in life, and I think FACES are very good for supporting that in young people, because there's a lot of challenges for young people in teenage years, and I think that mentoring can be very useful and can open other doors that maybe young people haven't thought of.
Joanna just was brought out to my house by a man called Marvin who works alongside the schools, and to just explain what would happen, and just said there'd be days out where she'd take me out of school and make sure everything's okay and stuff. And then I was a bit worried because when I was younger I was with CALMS and stuff, and I thought it was going to be the same as that, but it wasn't. It's good.
I was really anxious coming in, and I thought everyone was going to judge me and everything, but they're actually really nice and don't judge you, and it's a nice environment to be in.
It's non-judgmental, everybody's treated as an equal, and everybody works together collaboratively. Nobody's above anybody else, and I think that's a very important thing about FACES, because in most other structures in society there is a hierarchy there.
When they're contracted up and you explain to what Family and Children Empowerment Services means, it basically means to empower the young person, to give them a voice, to give them an awareness of themselves, to be more tuned in to their needs and their wants, and also their parents,
we really have a strong belief that it's not just about working with young people. I think that's really, really important, but we like to bring all their families together as well, because we really value strengthening those relationships, because we find that when those relationships are stronger, that younger people, they do a lot better.
And we would have between 6 and 8 young people each, but that includes their families also.
I've worked with young people, you know, who weren't even talking to their parents, you know, and then after like a year, you know, they're having conversations and doing things together that, you know, they probably wouldn't have done, or talked about things in certain ways that, you know, they wouldn't have talked about.
Respect one aspect and the other one, and try to help both in communication with each other.
We have a parent group for the parents and carers of the young people. So whatever work we would do with the young people, like say we're doing a talk on drugs or alcohol or whatever, online safety, we would do the same work with the parents so that they're all on the same page. And there's communication going within the family too, for support.
Why family matters, you know, for good or for bad. Why that's, you know, an important part of life and an important part of their life.
If you were sent to live on a space station for 3 months and only allowed to bring 3 personal items with you, what would they be?
If you could wish one thing to come through this year, what would it be?
She's in a space station. She may want to have a wee pamper night. Do your nails and
Every
things.
day for 3 months.
I'm too lazy to sit and do all that.
I know what he wants to say, but he doesn't want to say it really. I wish I could stay with Faces forever. So they would pick, say, 3 issues to start off with, and then they would decide how they're going to work through these issues, and they would pick 3 objectives to work through them, and then we have group work, and some young people avail of the family therapy service.
So we just kind of like, some days we would sit and we'd write everything we felt and we was uncomfortable and unconfident, and we'd like write about our past and stuff, and then we just learn about all of it and just kind of like taught you more about yourself.
There's a lot of work involved. There's a lot of fun in it also, because usually when you start off with a young person, you're taking them out and doing fun things with them just to build up a relationship, and then just to build their confidence up too, and then you really get down to the work.
Sometimes whenever I share something from my memories, it sort of opens up the young person, or there's more honest conversation than after that. So sometimes it's difficult because sometimes the memories are not very nice, but in general, I think the attachment is quite, with the young people.
We have activities, family days, we have Christmas activities, we have Halloween. We're doing things that they like to do. So they would go to watch a movie, play golf or go-karting, or there's these games on the computer with the racing games. It's just sometimes like going out for lunches and chatting. Sometimes, you know, just walking up a mountain. And in a way, the whole purpose of it is the young person's getting quality time with someone to listen to them and to understand them and help them through a difficulty that they may be having.
I was a bit scared at first, like I didn't really want to, obviously like I said, I locked myself away and stuff, didn't go anywhere, and then I stopped doing my sports, and Joanna just, when I got more confident and stuff, like I started to go back, and then I started boxing and then took on my course and stuff. So yeah. Play ice hockey for the Junior Giants and I box for Belfast Met.
She left school last year and started college. I think if it wasn't for Faces intervening at the time they did, she wouldn't have gone back into education at all.
Well, I didn't want to come, like, I didn't even want to meet Joanna or anyone, because, like, I didn't want to be known to having to go somewhere, like, I don't know. But, since I've been here, like, Joanna's actually been really nice and, like, talked to me and, like, let me open up to her and stuff, and, like, hasn't judged me, like, one bit. So I prefer, like, now, like, I didn't need to be that scared and all coming in. It's a lot more better.
I'd just explain like what I was like about my confidence and stuff, and how it's made me more confident with people, because when I first came, like I just used to sit and didn't like speak to anybody, wouldn't eat or anything because I didn't want to draw attention to myself. And then now I like just speak to everybody and I'm confident enough to sit there and just do whatever because I'm more confident around the group.
To be honest with you, I just wasn't myself. Very pale skin, near enough anorexic, lost a lot of weight. Bad memories and bad thoughts, but when I joined Faces, this sort of helped me express my feelings a bit more, helped me learn a bit more about myself, but I was just getting to the stage where I just couldn't stand it no more. I was ready to take my own life, but Mr. Workers put me in the Faces project, and since then it's been improving, really. Improving emotionally, physically, and appearance-wise.
You know, it can be very challenging, the job, with a lot of young people, because a lot of the young people that come in would have a lot of challenging behaviours. However, once you get to know the young people, and once the young people get to know a lot of things about themselves, their likes and dislikes and so on, then the relationship, you know, it moves in a positive way.
I've met new people, I've done work, and my anger levels have come down a wee bit more.
More up on the nose.
Benefit now from it is I haven't been in more fights, I haven't been in trouble in school.
I've got close to my family, like my mum and my granny now.
Yeah, my schoolwork's been improving as well.
Like a year and a half ago, I wouldn't tell my mum or like my family anything, but now I like talk to him sometimes.
Faces has made me a stronger person, mentally, physically, emotionally, just better for myself.
And I think it's a fantastic organisation, and I really enjoy working here.
If it hadn't been for Faces, I wouldn't be here, honestly.
Out where the mist transforms the slate into an alien landscape, wanting for only the words and the clicks of equating.
Why, who are you?
Sound effects peacefully alone, no bars on my phone, nature's architecture, leaving behind the violence, the crimes, the island, etc. I'm moving on, I'm moving on, I'm moving on. Remember me for who I am, not what I'll become.
Do you ever find you can't talk to anybody? You feel alone half the time? Faces will help you there. Faces will make you stronger.
Talk about empowerment. There you go.
Recast the role written for me. Can I still love a city offering the world more than it can accept? In the settlement of the dead, isolated on the pyramid of information. Now Chinese